The winds are getting stronger. I've never seen a storm so fierce. And to think, there wasn't a cloud in the sky this morning. Let's finish gathering here and return home as soon as possible. How much have you collected? Plenty. My sack of food is already half full. How's the firewood coming? Slowly. My sack of firewood is half empty. Very funny. Anything to make you smile, dear sister? You know I can't help it. Seize the moment whenever I can. Freya? Freya, what is it? Up there, in the clouds. Do you see it? No? Wait. Yes. There it is. It looks like some kind of contraption with wings. Only it's not flying. It's falling. Falling deeper into the forest. Let's go. Down there, in the ravine. By the gods. It's a bloodbath. The dead. They are human. Men, women, children. I'm sure they didn't suffer. Sit down, Freya. I will take a look around. These poor humans. Crushed, ripped apart. For some, there's hardly anything left to bury. Wait a minute. This human's body remains intact. Still breathing. How is that possible? Freya! A human still lives. May I see? Completely unharmed. May I hold the human? Of course. Thank you. Astrid, were it not for us, this poor soul would have woken up to this horrific sight. All alone. Or worse. Who knows what creatures would be drawn to the dead? You're right. Let us be on our way. I do not wish to linger here. Be careful with the human. Sister, come here. Their eyes are opening. Hello, little one. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Don't be afraid. You're safe here. You were in a terrible accident. My sister and I have brought you to our home. We've been watching over you while you slept. We mean you no harm. That's it. Relax. Let your body rest. Let it sink into me. Good. Very good. As I predicted, waking up on your lap startled the human. Well, yes, but it was for the best. I wouldn't want my friend here to panic, run away, and get injured. Perhaps we should make a cage. Astrid. I apologize, human. We would never do that. Rest assured, you're very much our guest, not our prisoner. Thank you. Please don't squander my efforts to put the little one at ease. Your jests can wait. You're right. How are you feeling, human? Are you in any kind of pain? None whatsoever. Not even a headache. Astonishing. When we found you, you didn't have so much as a scratch. Your fellow humans were not so fortunate. Yes, I'm afraid so. Only you survived. Everyone else is gone. Were any members of your family or friends among the victims? Well, I suppose that's some good news. As tragic as today was, there is comfort in knowing that everyone you care for is safe at home. Tell me, what's the last thing you remember? You were in the airplane. The storm shook everything. The plane lost control. You lost consciousness as you were falling. Nothing else? Very well. In that case, allow me to introduce myself. You may have already guessed, but I am Astrid, and the woman who has been holding you so very close is my sister, Freya. Are you comfortable, little one? Good, good. Now, how may I further assist you? Is there anything you need? You have questions? I'm more than happy to provide whatever answers I can. What would you like to know? How are we so big? Well, we're giants. I can't really tell you how. We just are. Have you never seen one of us before? You only heard about us in stories, like a story told by a traveler. Stories that aren't real. Interesting. Well, as you can see, this is very real. You are here, safe, under my care, for as long as you need, for as long as you desire. Where are you? You are in our home. We live in a large cave that stretches far underground. If you look around, you'll see we've placed torches all over, so it isn't dark. Are there dangerous creatures here? No, not anymore. Before my sister and I made this our home, we ventured out deep into the caves. Any creatures who posed a threat were slain. After that, we searched thoroughly and found where they all made their nests. It's just us here now. Yes, we're safe from the creatures on the surface as well. You see that opening up there? That's the only way in or out of here. At the very top is a path to the cave's entrance. It's a small climb for me and my sister, but a very big drop for most. That sort of fall would severely injure just about any intruder. See? You're safe. What else would you like to know? What do we do for food? Well, it just so happens my sister and I have this sack which holds plenty of fruit. We're more than happy to share with you. Are we vegetarians? No, we're not. Why do you ask? Just wondering. You're a very curious one.
We have never eaten a human, nor have we had any desire to, if that's your real question.
No, 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 little one. It will never come to that. You have my word. My sister and I wouldn't dream of it. Well, no. Not all giants are friendly to humans.
You see, human, our kind are not unanimous in our feelings toward humans. There are those who find humans repulsive, an insect to be stomped and disposed of. Others see humans as prey to be hunted. Then there are those who believe humans deserve to be left in peace. No, at least I've never known a human to be taken as a slave. I can't imagine what kind of manual labor a human can provide for a giant. How many of us are there? Like any species, there's a sizable population. However, my sister and I have chosen to settle in a more secluded part of the forest. You could travel in any direction for many miles and not encounter any strangers. This area of the forest is mostly populated by wild animals. It makes for perfect hunting grounds. That being said, we've met some drifters from time to time. Who? To name a few, there's been a vampire, a real gentleman, a sorcerer, who mostly kept to himself, and my personal favorite, an orc. I could tell by the way he kept eyeing me up. He was out for blood. He didn't try anything. He was all alone. I simply stood my ground, crossed my arms, and waited for him to make a move. He went on his merry way. Yes, vampires, sorcerers, and orcs. Have you only heard of such beings in made-up stories as well? I see. What other creatures have you only heard of in stories? Werewolves, mermaids, and ghouls. We have something in common, human. I too have only heard of ghouls and mermaids in stories. I have never laid eyes upon either. What are werewolves like? We've met a few packs many years ago. Some peaceful, some aggressive. I don't know if they eat humans or turn them into werewolves. We never got well acquainted with one another.
Most do not wish to know us, little one. During the years my sister and I spent drifting from place to place, they would take one look at us and flee. Many times we pretended to not see those who hid from us, to avoid any trouble. Thank you, little one. But it doesn't matter how nice we are. Our size is enough for many to see us as a threat and nothing more. No desire to be friends. The last time anyone wished to be around us, well, that is a day I wish to forget. This day, however, is one I wish to never forget. Spending this time with you has been delightful. You feel the same. Thank you. You don't know how much that means to me. Are you hungry, little one? Would you like something to eat? You are thirsty. Let's get you some water. No, don't get up. Keep resting. Astrid, would you be so kind?
Of course.
Forgive me for staring, little one. It feels like a lifetime since my sister and I had pleasant company such as yourself. I cherish these moments. I just wish meeting you didn't come at the cost of so many lives. I am sorry. I will try not to dwell on the day's tragic events any longer. Happy thoughts. You being here with me, right now, is a blessing.
I hope you don't mind, human. This is the smallest container I could find for water. It's nearly twice your size.
Not to worry. I will hold our friend close enough to drink from the bucket. I'm just going to wrap one hand around your legs and the other around your stomach and just gently lower you to the water. Perfect. Have you had enough? Great. Let me set you down. Do you need anything else?
What's wrong, human? You've gone quiet. You have a request? Speak freely. Help you find a way out of the forest. No need to apologize. You haven't offended me. I understand. You nearly lost your life today and have woken up in unfamiliar surroundings. If it were me, I would want to be back home safe and sound. Yes, I'm more than willing to help you. However, there is one problem. Let's have a look outside.
Come, little one. Step into my hands. I'm going to place you on my shoulder now. There we go. Hold tight.
The winds have gotten stronger since we found you. And with the rain pouring down as it is, it's going to be very difficult to see. My sister and I will help you in any way we can once the storm is over. I understand you're very eager to begin your journey home. The look on your face says it all. I don't want you to go out there, but I am a woman of my word. You're not a prisoner here. If you want to leave and take your chances out there, then I wish you good luck. So, what is your choice? Won't you come inside, human? It will be dark soon. Freya and I are getting ourselves ready for sleep. Come along. Yes, human? The storm? I don't know. It has been nearly a week and shows no signs of letting up. It could be another day, week, or month. I hope it doesn't come to that. You don't have to thank me for letting you stay. My sister and I wanted you to stay. It was you who considered leaving. Ah, Freya, were you waiting for us? Yes, I wanted to be sure our friend had returned before I went to sleep. The human will stay another night. The storm is just as bad as yesterday. Great. I mean, great that you will stay. I didn't mean that the storm is great. Won't you two come down now? Absolutely. Climb aboard, human. All right, off to bed we go. Here we are. Is the bed we made for you still suiting your needs? Glad to hear it.
Lie down, little one. Let me tuck you in. Comfortable? Splendid. Good night, little one. Good night, sister.
Good night, you two.
Little one, wake up. It's only a dream. Please, wake up. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay, you're okay. It was only a dream. By the gods, you are sweating so much. Let me remove your covers. There we go. Now, deep breaths. That's it. That's it. Now close your eyes while I wipe the sweat off your face. And done. Now keep your eyes closed and just focus on your breathing. Just like that. Very good. Let me know when you're ready for a drink. I have your container of water right here. All right, hold still. Here you are. All done? Okay. I'm going to put you back on the bed so you can sit down. I'll be right here beside you. I'll use my hand to support your back. A few more deep breaths, please. Are you feeling better? A little. Well, that's a start. Do you want to try going back to sleep? No. In that case, I will stay up with you for as long as you need. It's no problem at all. In fact, it's my pleasure. I wouldn't dare leave you alone like this. If you don't mind me asking, what was your dream about? What's troubling you? The plane crash. Oh, come here. You will join me on my bed tonight. And I will not take no for an answer. I'll set you down right here. Is that okay? Great. I am so sorry the accident continues to haunt you like this. Don't worry. Nonsense. You are in my home. Therefore, it is my duty to worry. To look after you. You would never become a burden. Promise me, if it ever happens again and I am still sleeping, you will wake me up. Promise me. Thank you. And not just nightmares, If for any reason you're frightened, sad, or just not feeling like yourself in any way, come to me. I'm here for you. Always. You're very welcome. I see you're looking more at ease. Let's both lay back and relax. Come closer, little one. Closer. Closer. Here, allow me. That's better. I hope you're nice and cozy. Great. What now? That's up to you. We can stay like this in silence, or we can continue to talk. Anything to pass the time until you're ready to sleep. What can we talk about? Whatever you want. I've come to realize I've kept you occupied with so many questions during your stay. You haven't had a chance to ask me any questions since your first night with us. I apologize. You don't mind? I'm relieved to hear you say that. I was beginning to think I might have become a bother. Now, is there anything you'd like to know about me or Astrid? No, she won't mind. My sister and I don't forbid each other from speaking about one another. Not that we ever had someone to share stories with. But now we have you, so ask away. Why do we live alone, and not among our own kind? We used to live with our family, but always had the intention of living on our own. Well, mostly Astrid, but I go where she goes. No, she doesn't force me to. She would never. I go where she goes because I can't imagine life without her. What about the rest of my family? I care deeply for all of them. My mother, father, 3 brothers, 2 cousins, my aunt, and my uncle. It's just, I've always been much closer to my sister than anyone else. That is a big family. I thought so too growing up. Perhaps me being the youngest had something to do with it feeling a little overwhelming. Living with a large family was part of the reason we wanted to move away, to have our own space. Still, leaving the family was never going to be easy. In fact, we left sooner than expected due to certain circumstances. Life with our family became difficult. How? Simply put, Astrid and the oldest of my brothers got in a very bad fight. What was the fight about? Actually, it was about humans. Remember when we first spoke? We told you every one of our kind has their own feelings about humans. My family is a perfect example. My cousins and their parents didn't care much for humans, meaning they saw no reason to help or harm them. My brothers and father saw humans as prey. Astrid, on the other hand, was the only one to genuinely care for humans, ever since she was a child. For some time, this was an issue for my father. He could be so cruel to her. What about me? I was very young when Astrid's kindness toward humans was an issue for Father. I hadn't yet learned how to speak. At least, not in the way I am speaking to you right now. Astrid told me about this while we grew up together. How she'd beg for the humans who accidentally crossed our paths to be let go. How she refused to kill and eat any of the humans. Father was outraged by this. In his eyes, his firstborn daughter was growing up to be weak, a disgrace. One night, things got out of hand. He tried to force her to eat a live human. Astrid cried for what she said felt like hours. Then, Father crushed the human. Right in front of her. He yelled at her, told her to eat, that she would not be fed anything else. It was at this point Astrid stopped crying. She shed all the tears she could. She was broken. She had seen humans die by the hands of our father before, but not like this. She fought for that human's life for so long. She had hoped she could save him. Only for father to end his life slowly. Painfully. How did she avoid eating the human? I had to get that answer from my mother. She forced father to stop after finally coming over and getting a good look at Astrid. She was completely still and unresponsive. Didn't even blink. Even as mother carried her to bed, she was frozen in place. That night, while everyone was asleep, Astrid snuck out and ran away. Mother and father were devastated the next morning. It took about a month of searching, but father found Astrid. Barely alive. He brought her home and immediately began nursing her back to health with my mother. They both apologized profusely the whole time. Astrid told me she remembered hearing their voices, father's voice, but she never fully believed it was him speaking during the weeks it took her to recover. I like to think she didn't go through all that for nothing, that it spared me from such harsh treatment. No, I was never fed a human while I was young. Thankfully, encountering humans didn't occur on a daily basis. Mother always made sure food was ready for me the second I was hungry. It would have been foolish to wait for a human to be brought to me. No, father's opinion of humans didn't change. I think nearly losing Astrid still haunts him to this day. I once foolishly asked mother for details about the state in which my sister was brought home. Her description of Astrid's near-lifeless body gave me nightmares the following night. Yes, Astrid's fight with my brother. I suppose it was a long time coming. Growing up, coming across humans was rare. Unfortunately, that made it feel like a special occasion to my brothers. Whenever they did find humans, they'd tell the family how much they enjoyed hunting them. My brothers found a sense of thrill and excitement they did not get from hunting wild animals. Well, little one day my oldest brother says he wants to go hunting and take our other brothers with him. All seemed normal. It had been a few years since any of us saw a human. We figured they'd return with wild animals as usual. Instead, several hours later they returned with cages, each filled with dozens of humans. It was horrifying. So many of them in tears, scared for their lives. I could see a man and woman holding their child so close. When I finally pulled myself together, I turned to Astrid, hoping she would know what to do. When I saw her, she was already walking towards our brother. I could see the fire in her eyes. She shouted at him, demanded to know how and why he had so many humans. He confessed. They didn't go out hunting. Not the way we thought. They deliberately sought out every human settlement they could find and kidnapped them all. After that, Astrid walked over to the cages to set the humans free. My brother got in her way. She pushed him, he grabbed her. Then the fighting started. It was brutal. None of us dared to break it up. The whole family was in shock. The beatings they gave each other. Eventually, Astrid had him on the floor and beat him until he could no longer fight back. No, she did not kill him. But she did leave him with permanent damage. He is now blind in one eye. What happened to the humans? After the fight, Astrid approached them and waited until they were as calm as they could be. She assured them they would not be harmed. She set them free and accompanied them on their journey back home. She was gone for days. When she came back, she barely spoke a word. I never asked, but I think she spent that time helping them find new homes. Things were never the same. My brothers were furious. My aunt and uncle didn't praise or scold Astrid for her actions. I'd say respect is the best word to describe what they felt for her. From a child to a young adult, Astrid did what she thought was right. This didn't sit well with my brothers. To them, our aunt and uncle had taken Astrid's side. Not at all the case, but my brothers could be too hot-headed for their own good. Mother and father were mostly disappointed to see their two oldest fight the way they did. Tensions began to rise within the family. The same arguments were being had repeatedly. It was a never-ending cycle. It was exhausting. Astrid decided to leave shortly afterwards. For her, it was the only way everyone could remain on good terms. When the time came, I left with her, and we've never looked back. Do I miss them? Every day. Are you all right, little one? Getting sleepy? Me too. No, you don't have to go back to your bed. I told you, you're sleeping with me tonight. No, not like that. I meant sleep, as in just sleep. No, I don't want to do that. I didn't mean that. I mean, not right now. No, I mean we can't, because it wouldn't be possible. Of course I like you. Why else would I... Wait a minute. Are you playing games with me? Sister, how long have you been awake?
Long enough. Look at you two, cuddling together. The little one had a nightmare. We were just... My dear sister in bed with a human. What would mother and father think?
You know it's not like that.
Relax, Freya. You should know I'm only teasing. You've been nothing but amazing to our guest. Get some rest, you two.
We shall. Good night, little one. Sweet dreams. Astrid? Astrid? Now where did she go? Little one? Oh, still sleeping, I see. It's so nice to see you like this. Even better up close, curled up next to me. You look so peaceful. Need to be careful. Must move very slowly. Don't want you waking up just yet. Ah, sister, there you are. How long were you outside?
Not long. Just went for a quick walk. I thought I'd get some fresh air for a few minutes.
And you're not wet from the rain. Does that mean
the storm is over? And just in time. The sun will be up soon.
That's great.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Sister. Oh, the human. It seems this will be their last day with us. You're going to miss them, aren't you?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? Their time with us has been nothing but pleasant. It's a shame it has to end, but it is for the best. Surely the little one's friends and family are worried sick, if not already grieving. Do you think the little one will remember me?
The first actual giantess they've ever seen?
No, I don't see how. I hope the little one will remember me as more than a very large woman.
Of course they will. I mean, are you going to remember the human as simply some smaller individual?
Of course not.
Well, there you go. So, how are you going to remember the human?
As a delightful friend. They have been very sweet and kind to me. When we talk, the little one holds my gaze. Every time. It's a look I have not gotten for so long. Almost loving. It just warms my heart. The little one is a guest in our home, yet I am the one who feels welcomed. The little one is absolutely awake. What? Oh, hello there. You knew. No, you knew and you got me started. Not at all. I would never. Right. And you? Why didn't you say anything? Don't smile at me like that. Answer my question. So, you enjoy watching me embarrass myself. Is that it? I think it is. That's grounds for some punishment. Wouldn't you agree? I'll think about it. Did you sleep well, little one? Wonderful. And speaking of wonderful, I take it you heard the news. You didn't? Well, the storm has finally passed. It has. My sister has seen it for herself. The day has arrived, human. The harsh winds are gone and the rain has stopped pouring. Your journey home can finally begin. And as promised, we will help you out in any way we can. When can we head out? Right after your bath. You heard me. You've been with us for about a week and haven't had a single bath. Bad. Very bad, human. Don't look at me. I'm not going to save you. I'm just having fun, human. I would like for you to return home looking good as new, but the choice is yours. Yes or no? You don't know? Do you wish to be clean? It's that simple. Then a bath it is. Come here. Come along, Freya. You're scrubbing. I am? Here we are. This container of water will suit our needs. And we have the essentials to scrub you clean. Let me set you down. Go ahead and undress. Forgetting something? We must clean those areas as well, little one. Don't be embarrassed. You don't need to hide anything from us. Besides, I'm sure you already know what's underneath our rags. Moving on. I'm waiting on you, human. Perfect. Up you go. Take a deep breath. Are you all right, human? Good. I'll hold you in place while Freya scrubs you clean. Whenever you're ready, sister. I will be very gentle, little one. I promise. Let's start with your scalp. Just relax. See? No reason to worry. I wouldn't be doing this if I thought for a second I would hurt you. That feels nice. I'm glad. Hold your arms out. Easy enough. Now raise your arms up. And... Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to tickle you. A ticklish one. Well, well. Okay, let's try that again. Apologies, little one. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. Looks like I have to hold your arms up for you. No squirming. There you go. You know, Freya, holding the human like this is kind of fun. Completely at our mercy. No escape. Let's just get these armpits clean already. I'll try to be quick. Sorry. 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 And done. You missed a spot. Oh, did I? How careless of me. Let's take care of that. What? No? I didn't miss a spot. Are you sure? Okay, I won't. But only because you said please.
Let's rinse you off before continuing. Deep breath.
All right. The rest of this should go much more smoothly. First, your chest. Huh? Oh, right. Onto your stomach. My. Sounds like somebody's hungry.
I hope you've not grown tired of fruit just yet.
Now that the storm has passed, we can go hunting once more. Perhaps later in the day we can prepare a proper meal for you. Who knows how long we'll be traveling?
Great idea, sister. I must say, I am dying to have some meat again. You know, human, you're starting to look pretty tasty. Hey!
Turn the little one around so I may scrub their back.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to miss you, little one. I've enjoyed our time together. I only wish some of it could have been spent out in the forest. I would have liked to at least take you sightseeing.
That's a spirit, human. There may be plenty of sightseeing to be had today. Helping you find your way home could be a fun adventure for the three of us.
I certainly hope so. On to your legs and feet. It's okay. Don't tense up. Just going up to your thighs. Now that I think about it, with much less water, the little one could have bathed themselves in one of these containers.
Where's the fun in that?
Rinse off the little one once more.
I'll keep your head above the water this time.
Nearly done. All that's left is your backside and your, parts. Maybe we should let you do this yourself. Your call, human.
Ah, would you look at that? The sun is out and the skies are clear. At least, I think the skies are clear. And difficult to tell with so many trees.
Either way, it's a very beautiful morning. Come on out, little one.
You know, after this adventure of ours, I think I might just stay outside for a while. A few days, perhaps a whole week.
Like a vacation.
Precisely. But more on that later. On to the task at hand. First, we need to know which direction to be going. I say we... Yes, human? The plane. What about it? You want to go there and have a look around?
Little one, I don't think it'd be wise to go back there. After all the nightmare you had last night. Are you certain?
As you wish, human. Let's go. This is it, human. This is where we found you.
The bodies, they're all gone. All that's left are a few traces of blood.
It's as you predicted, Freya. Look over there. Do you see the tracks? Strange creatures have been here. They fed off the human remains.
I see more than just tracks. There are claw marks everywhere. Best we do what we came to do and be on our way.
Indeed. Have a look around, human. We'll be right here. What are you looking for? Your belongings? I hope they can still be of use to you. What is that you're holding? Your phone? What is it for? You can communicate with other humans who have a phone, even if they're miles away? Fascinating. Those must be rare. They're not? Oh. What's wrong? It's not working? I'm sorry, human. And do not worry. Soon enough, everyone back home will know you're alive and well. Ah, more of your clothing. Would you like some help with that? Oh, you can carry it on both shoulders. How convenient. Very. Are you done searching? You do not wish to take anything else? Okay, let's move on then, shall we? Yes, please. Where to? Somewhere with sufficient high ground. And I think I know just the place. Let's head north. You were right about coming here. This is quite the uphill climb. You doubted me? No, but seeing is believing, and I did not believe such a place was in the forest. Believe it now. It's just what we need to guide us. Once we reach the top, we'll be higher than the trees, with the best view possible. Without it, we could easily walk in the wrong direction for hours. And here we are. My. What do you think of the view, little one? It certainly is incredible. Here, I'll set you down. Let you walk freely. While you two take a break, I'll have a look around. Find us a proper heading. Let's see. Little one, are you okay? You seem troubled. What is that? In the sky? That is another planet. Yes, we can see other planets from here. It's always been that way. There's another right over there. And one of the moons happens to be visible right now. Over there. Yes, there's more than one. Human, what's wrong? What planet is this? Earth? No, I've never heard of such a place. Little one, are you feeling ill? Little one? Little one, the ledge! No! Human! That was close. Human, are you all right? Thank the gods. Any injuries? What a relief. I won't lie, that was kind of fun, but let's not do that again. Astrid. Sister, I feared the worst. We're fine, Freya. The trees unpleasantly broke my fall, but all is well. The human is developing a talent for escaping death without a scratch. I, on the other hand, am going to be sore in the morning. Are you sure you're all right? No serious injuries whatsoever? None. Thank the gods. Let's all sit down for a moment. Gladly. Rest here, human, and take a moment to collect your thoughts. When you're ready, tell us. What happened up there? Little one, are you ready to talk? Forgive me, I don't mean to pry. After what happened today, I know you need your space. It's just... it hurts to see you like this. Sitting there, facing the ground, back turned to me. You haven't said a word for hours. You didn't make a sound while I carried you here. I happened to catch a glimpse of your eyes. You look like you've lost all hope.
like you're ready to give up. I'm worried about you. Will you at least turn around? Will you look at me? Please. Open your eyes, little one. Look up. Let me look at you. Let me see your eyes. It's okay. You don't have to hide. Not from me. You know that. There we go. That's much better. Thank you. Little one, Hey, it's okay. Come here. Let me hold you. Just rest your head on me, okay? Relax your arms, relax your legs, your whole body. No need to hold yourself up. I've got you. Here, let me rub your back. It's okay, little one. Let it all out. You've kept your feelings inside for so long. No more. This is what you need. I promise you'll feel better afterwards. That's it. That's it. No. Shh. Don't speak. Not yet. Just breathe. Take your time. Breathe. 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 There we go. Just like that. Yes, little one? What? You think you should have died? With the others? No. Absolutely not. I know this is difficult for you. I can imagine how you must feel. But please, never say anything like that again. You should not have died with the others. Nobody should have died. All those poor people, to have their lives cut so short. It was not a fate they deserved. It is not a fate you deserve. Don't give up, little one. This isn't the end. Far from it. You'll see. How is this possible? I've been wondering the same thing myself. I had a feeling you were from somewhere far away. I just never imagined it would be a whole other world. From what you've told me, the airplane alone couldn't have brought you here. Did you see anything while you were inside the plane? Anything out of the ordinary? You couldn't see anything. It was too dark. From the storm? I thought so. A storm came out of nowhere. What do you mean? The skies were clear that morning. The weather was fine when you first got on the plane. Then the clouds moved in so fast. That sounds exactly like what happened here. It's all very strange. That's okay, little one. You've said plenty. Don't strain yourself. What will you do now? You will continue to stay with me and my sister until we can figure this out. I can't tell you how relieved I am you didn't take your chances out in the forest by yourself. If you hadn't stayed with us from the beginning, I don't even want to think about it. No, don't think that way. You aren't going to be stuck here forever. I don't believe that. If there was a way for you to arrive here, then there must be a way for you to return home, to see your friends and family again. We'll find it. You don't need to worry about that. Not tonight. What if there is no way home? If it truly comes to that, then you will have found a new home. With me. With my sister. We are your friends. We will be your family, if you'll have us. We'd love to have you. Of course we would. From the moment you arrived, it's been our priority to look out for you until you're home safe and sound. Circumstances may have changed, but nothing has changed between us. I am still fully committed to keeping you safe, no matter what. This doesn't have to be temporary. You can stay with us. I know it's frightening. The thought of staying here, starting over. But you won't be alone. We'll be with you every step of the way. The first thing we'll do is find a new place to live. Somewhere more to your liking. Anywhere you want. We'll travel for however long it takes. Once we find somewhere you feel safe, comfortable, free, the three of us will begin our new lives together. It won't be easy, but I will do everything I can to help you adjust, to give you a life worth living. It won't just be about survival. There will be plenty of time for us to enjoy ourselves. Just have to take it one day at a time. How's your back, little one? Glad to hear. I'd like to do a little more for you. What do I mean? Let me show you. Be still while I set you down. Face up. There we go. It's okay, little one. I know it's dark, difficult to see, but don't be afraid. I'm right here. I can see you and everything else around us. It's just the two of us. No one will come here. Nothing will disturb us. It's about as secluded as it gets. We have it all to ourselves. It's why I brought you here. To spend some peaceful, quality time together. Lie back, relax, and let me run my fingers over your body. I'll be gentle. First your head, then your shoulders, down to your arms, and your legs, then work my way back up and down again. Remember, deep breaths. Very good. Clear your mind, little one. Focus on nothing but my fingers running over you. No more worries, no more fears, no more struggles. Let it all fade away. Nothing can hurt you here. Tonight, you are free. Free, calm, at peace. How am I doing? How does that feel? Different? I'm sure. But still nice? Great. This is exactly how I want to see you. Nice and relaxed. Was that a smile just now? What did I tell you? No hiding your emotions from me. Come on, let me see. That's more like it. Just enjoy yourself. I'm here for you, little one. Never forget that. You can come to me for anything. If you're sad, scared, angry, whatever it is, I will be there. In fact, you don't need a reason at all to approach me. There doesn't have to be anything wrong. If you just want to talk, we'll talk. If you want to sit down together, we'll sit down together. If you want me to hold you, I'll hold you. Embrace you. All you have to do is ask. There's no shame in it. You are very welcome, little one. And I want to thank you as well. In the time we've known each other, you've made me very happy. The happiest I've been in quite some time. This is the least I can do for you. And I look forward to doing it again. That's right, again. We can do this tomorrow night and every night after. Consider it one of the perks of living with me. You won't just be some human my sister and I keep around. We'll take good care of you. I promise. I take it very seriously when I say we will be your family. I want you to be happy, cared for, loved. I would never do anything to hurt you. Never neglect you in any way. You know that, right? You trust me? Thank you. That means the world to me. Are you all right, little one? Getting cold? Me too. I can feel the breeze. Come here. Let me hold you again. I'll keep you warm. There we go. Just do the same as before. Rest your head on me. Let your body go. Deep breaths and relax. Perfect. What was that? Oh, you're so sweet. Don't worry about me. I've endured much colder conditions than this. I'll be okay. I suppose I could have made us a fire, but I think I prefer this. I like having you close. There's been a lot of that, hasn't there? First my lap, then my bed, now my chest. Do you think we're moving too fast? No, I think we're fine. I enjoy your company too. Question. How would you feel if something happened to your bed back home? If it broke or perhaps vanished? Oh, no reason? It would be quite the happy accident, wouldn't it? That way, I could keep sharing my bed with you. Make our new sleeping arrangements permanent. Cuddles every night. I don't know about you, but I'm not seeing any negatives here. It all sounds perfect. Squish you? No, never. Cross my heart. If you're really worried, I'll let you be the... What is it called? Big spoon. How should I know? That's your job to figure out. Anything's possible. I have faith in you. This is nice, isn't it? When I was a child, my mother would hold me at night. It got very dark where we lived. We didn't have the moonlight to help us see. It would frighten me at first. She helped me get through it. She'd hold me close and talk to me until I fell asleep. And if she didn't talk, she'd give me a back rub. Not only was it very comforting, It was her way of letting me know that she was still awake, that I wasn't alone. Even after my fears went away, she'd continue to hold me whenever I wanted. I'd hold my mother tight and just snuggle into her. Just like how you're snuggling into me right now. I can feel it. It's no trouble at all. Go right ahead. I hope I'm keeping you warm. I am. Good. Still comfortable? Good. Is there anything else I can do for you, little one? No? Nothing at all? Are you certain? Ah, you've thought of something. What is it? It's okay. You can tell me. Another kiss? I'd love to. There. All better? Yes? Wonderful. Get some rest now, little one. Let yourself drift off to sleep. I will watch over you. When you wake up, you will be exactly where you are now. Right here, safe, with me. I'm not going anywhere. I'll hold you close all night. Good night, little one. Sleep well. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. Everything will work out. I promise. No matter what happens, you will never be alone. Never. Most do not wish to know us, little one. They would take one look at us and flee. No desire to be friends. The last time anyone wished to be around us. That is the day I wish to forget. Good morning, human. Sleep well? Splendid. You two enjoy your night together? It was nice? I'm glad to hear. You've been stuck to her chest all night, haven't you? What with her hands being placed over your body? Just about? Well, that's sweet. I hope you're comfortable. You might be staying there all morning. Maybe the whole day. That wasn't a jest, my friend. Not this time. You and Freya haven't been back for very long. Shortly after the sunrise, she watched over you the entire night. Didn't sleep at all. Once the sun began to come out, she made her way back here. The second she laid down and closed her eyes, she fell right asleep. Knowing her, she'll be out for quite some time. Shh. Maybe. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go out and start the day. Don't know yet. I may go hunting or simply for a walk. Swimming sounds nice, but where am I going to find enough water for that? I'd need so much water. The entire ocean. I miss the days of being able to swim in the lakes. You wouldn't believe how happy Freya was when she swam for the first time. I thought for sure she'd be a little nervous. I was wrong. She was already running to the water before Mother had even placed her on the ground.
Have you ever seen a little girl just splashing water, having the time of her life? If I could relive that day just one more time. Yes, human? You have to what? Urinate. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get you out of there. Hold out your hands. Quickly. All right, here we go. I think she wants you all to herself. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Let's try this again. Don't you dare have an accident on my sister. Just hold it in. And gotcha. Shh. Let's get out of here. Now that your bladder is taken care of, let's go for a walk in the forest, shall we? What about Freya? Don't worry, she'll be okay. She needs a rest. Odds are she'll still be sleeping by the time we get back. Come on, up you go. All right, let's get going. Where are we going? Well, during our brief time on that cliff, I was able to have a look around. Some interesting pieces of land. One particular thing that caught my eye were a certain set of trees. They looked absolutely massive. And I'm not just referring to their height. The branches looked to be so wide, even I wouldn't be able to wrap my arms around them. Since then, I've been thinking, I want to see them up close for myself. I figure now is as good a time as any. What if we run into trouble? What? You don't think I can handle it? No, that wasn't serious. If something doesn't feel right, we'll turn back around. Even if I can handle whatever comes at us, there's no guarantee I can keep us both safe. But enough of that. We're out here to enjoy ourselves. So let's get to it. The colossal trees await us. By the gods, have you ever seen trees of this size? They're enormous. They're what? Bigger than skyscrapers? What's a skyscraper? Oh, interesting. Say, how about we do a little climbing? Yes, really? Are you nervous? Afraid we might fall? I won't lie to you. That's always a possibility. But I promise to be very careful. I don't plan on having us plummet to the ground again. So, you up for it? That's the spirit. Before we begin, I need to make sure you're secured. Secured where? Where do you think? Right between my... you got it. Just let me tighten my top first. Well, where else am I going to place you? We don't have many other options, and I doubt you'd find them pleasant. Actually, don't respond to that. It's not up for discussion. My word is final. Get up here. That should do it. All right, human. Up we go. So far, so good. I think we'll be just fine. You know, this takes me back. First time I ever climbed a tree was to hide from my father. He threatened to knock it down. I almost believed him, but I went with my gut feeling and called his bluff. Only one who could get me down was my mother. Actually, no. She didn't save me from him. She gave us both a stern talking to. And after it was over, all I could think about was how much fun it was to be so high up. Such a thing must seem silly now. But there's no denying it was a great way to pass the time. And of course, it couldn't last forever. Eventually, I'd grab onto a tree and down it went. Fat, am I? Oh, you're playing with fire, my friend. I assure you, I am in the best shape of my life. I'm gonna pound you when we get back. Just a little further now. Here we are. This is as high as we go. And would you look at that? The branches up here, they're all perfectly lined up. If they're sturdy enough, we can swing across. Here, let me start with one hand. So far, so good. Now the other. Well. It's actually holding me up. That settles it. We're doing this. Oh, yes, we are. Get ready. Here we go. Open your eyes, human. You're missing all the fun. Oh, or not. Just bury yourself in my chest. I guess that works too. Just don't suffocate in there. And this is so much fun. This day just keeps getting better. Huh? I don't know. I'm not sure where this will lead us. But we'll find out. I think I see a clearing. Just a little further ahead and... Oh, just our luck. Another cliff. Only we're much, much higher this time. How about we keep away from the edges? I'll have a seat back here. You will go right here on my lap, and you will stay there. Any objections? Good. Have a seat, lie down, whatever you want. Just get comfortable. This is quite a view. We're actually just outside the forest now. It's like a whole new world out there. How are you holding up, human? Doing okay? Given your situation, I'd call that good news. Care to talk about it? Preparing for the worst? As in, never going home? I'm sorry. I wish I had the answers. Of course you can ask me something. Whatever you want. When we first met, I spoke of meeting a sorcerer. I remember. What about him? How many more like him out there? Plenty. It'll take time, but you can meet many individuals who possess magical abilities. Why do you ask? You were thinking of possibly asking one for help. Wait a minute. I think I know where this is going. A portal. I thought so. I must admit, that may very well be the answer. I've heard of portals before, but only as doorways from one part of the world to another, rather than to different worlds entirely. It may sound silly coming from me, but the idea of another world out there full of life is nothing more than a theory to many. It seems you're my living proof that that's more than just a theory. If these sorcerers and sorceresses have known the truth all along, they've done a good job at keeping it quiet. Do I think they'd help you? Yes? No? Maybe. To tell you the truth, reaching out to a magical being can be very dangerous. Well, I've never dealt with a magic user myself. Word travels, even to my people. Such dealings don't always have the happy ending one hopes for. I don't mean to offend, but you're in for a rude awakening if you think someone will open up a portal and let you walk through, no questions asked. They'll want something from you first. Most likely, they'll want something you won't be so willing to give up, or something very difficult to obtain. Even then, holding up your end of the bargain, that's not what worries me. It's how the magic user holds up their end. Let me explain. If this is the path you're going to take, when the time comes, you must be very careful with the terms of your agreement. If you only ask to return home, let's just say there's a lot of ways you could return home. The moment you step through the portal, there's no telling what the exact outcome will be. Maybe your home will be just as you left it. Or maybe you won't recognize it at all. You could find yourself in a world where everyone you know is much older or have passed on. Or maybe you will be the one who's gotten older. Time travel, precisely. We can't rule anything out. Let's not forget, there's no guarantee you'll return home alive. Not every magical being you meet will be a trickster, but you won't know if they are until it's too late. They blend in well with the others. Imagine wishing to be cured of a fatal disease, only to be paid by having something else kill you before the disease does it. Or being an outcast looking for a place to belong, purpose. You could wind up as a slave or a sacrifice victim, someone's spouse or pet, maybe. Sometimes there's no difference. And you can forget those seeking wealth and true love. I should stop now. My goal isn't to discourage you from finding the means to return to your world. I just want to keep you out of harm's way. I hope you understand. So, how much thought have you put into staying in this world? Freya said you could stay with us? She's not wrong. And after seeing how you two get along, of course I don't mind you staying. True. Living with us would be very different from your previous life. Did you have something else in mind? Other humans. That might be your best option for a new beginning. I'm sure there are many settlements that would welcome you with open arms. Ideally one very far away. Not just from the forest, but from all creatures like vampires, werewolves, my people, anything that might prey upon humans. Who knows if that's possible, but I'd like to try. If that's what you decide. You're not sure? That's okay. No need to make a decision now. Take all the time you need. Another question? Let's hear it. What about Freya? Would leaving hurt her feelings? She'd be sad to see you go, but she wouldn't hold it against you. My sister may have a soft heart, but don't mistake it for weakness. Still, I appreciate you having her in your thoughts. Are Freya and I happy? Didn't see that coming. I'll admit, before you came into our lives, Freya hasn't exactly been as happy as I'd like her to be. Did she say something to you? It was something she said the day we met. Go on. The last time anyone wished to be around us. The day she wants to forget. You remember that? Bad would be an understatement. It wasn't just any bad day. What happened was a little over a year in the making. It all began before we made the cave our home. Freya and I had set a camp for ourselves. It was there we were approached by a tribe of orcs. Correct, like the one who wanted to kill me. But that was after everything that happened. This tribe was the first encounter we'd ever had with their kind. They came to us, said they wished to be friends, not enemies. They asked us to join them in their settlements. It all seemed genuine, but I still had my doubts. Looking back, we should have declined and left immediately. But I didn't want to judge them too quickly or too harshly, so we accepted. As promised, we did in fact receive a warm welcome to their home. There were 2 settlements, one deep in the forest and another a few miles away, next to a lake. What was it like? Despite the people struggling to get through the day, it was nice. They stood by each other, looked out for one another, never let anything come between them. Even the children stayed strong. Morale may have been high, but Freya and I could see they needed help. Not everyone was fed daily. The few houses they had were breaking apart. Newborn babies were on the way. My sister and I had a feeling this was part of the reason we were invited, to lend a hand. But they never said so, not directly. Of course, we weren't going to sit around and wait for that. We got to work almost immediately. Living conditions did improve. With Freya and I around, resources such as food and clean water were much easier to come by. In no time at all, what was once scarce was now had in abundance. With that taken care of, we set our sights toward construction. We did more than fix their homes. They put it to a vote and decided for us to tear everything down and start over. It was a happy time for everyone. What would have taken years for them to build, we helped achieve in months. When we first arrived, the orcs had little more than a campfire and a few houses. With Freya and I pitching in, the orcs now had thriving villages. Each one had basically become its own fortress. We even built these structures called watchtowers. They were as tall as Freya and myself. Once all the work was done, there was nothing left to do but live. Enjoy life. How long did it last? About 10 months. I mostly kept to myself during that time. It wasn't long before I considered leaving. The people were back on their feet, hunting on their own, feeding their young. Weapons and armor were being forged. They could defend themselves. Freya and I providing anything more would be doing a disservice to their people in the long run. But I chose to stay, for Freya. She was happy. The children loved her. Or so we thought. I'm sorry. It's difficult to think about. One morning, a storm broke out. Not as fierce as the one you were caught in, but still nothing we could brush off. For a moment, it seemed as if everything was going to be fine. But then the watchtowers started to become unstable. That shouldn't have happened, but before I had time to think, a runner from the other village arrived and said help was needed. They asked for me to go, so I went while Freya stayed behind. And I moved as quickly as I could, kept running and running. I was about halfway there when suddenly I took a step and didn't feel any ground beneath me. I fell through a layer of leaves and into a hole. How big was it? And the fall was about twice my height and just wide enough for me to hold my arms out. Several of the orcs were waiting for me there. Once I fell in, all I could hear was their laughs from above. And as soon as I stood up, they threw spears at me. Poison-tipped spears. I immediately began clawing into the dirt so I could climb out of there. It was excruciating.
There was no end, the spears being thrown at me. The moment I began to feel lightheaded, that's when I started fearing for my life. I managed to get the upper half of my body out of the hole, but by then it was too late. I became unconscious and fell back in. My last thoughts were of Freya. How I'd failed her. The thought of the orcs killing her while I lay helpless in my own grave. Killing her doesn't even begin to cover it. The worst part about that day was it didn't matter if the orcs succeeded or not. I would have got off easy. Freya was doomed to suffer. Back at the first village, Freya held up the watchtower the orcs had sabotaged. While she did that, they bound her ankles. She lost her balance and fell back with the full weight of the watchtower on top of her. The orcs waited to see if their plan had worked. They wanted to be sure Freya was incapacitated before revealing their intentions. Everyone in the tribe surrounded her and watched as she struggled to free herself. Once she started calling for help, that's when everyone moved in. The chief was the one to directly approach her. The first thing Freya did was apologize for the watchtower collapsing. She hadn't realized they were the ones to cause her to fall. The chief stayed silent for a moment. Then his blank stare became a grin. Same goes for the rest of the tribe. Everyone in the village then erupted into laughter. Freya was horrified by what was happening around her. The very children she played with joined in as well. The next thing she knew, her wrists were being chained down. Then they wrapped chains around her throat to keep her head pinned to the floor. As Freya struggled to breathe, the chief proceeded to speak into her ear. He told her everything they planned to do to her, and that they were going to keep her alive while they do it. They'd start with her eyes, carve them out, then yank her teeth out one by one. After that, completely dismember her. That way, they could remove what was left of the watchtower off of her, and they'd be free to cut her open. As I lay in a hole, my sister was to be torn apart. They'd been planning this, using the storm to pretend to be in danger, to separate me from her. But there's one thing none of us saw coming. That day, the orcs brought something out in Freya. Something she and I never knew was there. Something terrifying. For some time, there was a gap in Freya's memory. The last thing she remembered was fighting her restraints, screaming. Then everything went dark. The next thing she knew, she was kneeling on the floor, looking right at me. Unfortunately, it all came back to her. Everything. She continued to scream while fighting her restraints. Then she managed to break free. She stared down the chief. He froze. She was full of rage. She grabbed him, crushed him in her hands until they were soaked in his blood. That's when the rest of the tribe scattered. They ran for their weapons. The children ran for their homes. She stomped the first of the orcs she killed, the ones who had no time to run. After that, she set her sights on everyone else. No one was spared. This wasn't Freya. The sister I know would have let the children go, at the very least. But she didn't. She lost all control. Hunted them down like the rest. One by one, she brought down the homes on top of the children taking shelter. Those who made it to their weapons put up as much of a fight as they could. They used spears, bows and arrows, anything they could get their hands on before Freya got her hands on them. They fired at her from all directions, including the remaining watchtowers. Those didn't stay up for very long. Right before the last tower was destroyed, an orc lunged at Freya from there with a sword, aimed for her head. She caught him, and then she crushed him. The orcs managed to get some spears and arrows into Freya, but not enough to cause any real damage. I doubt she even felt a thing at the time. I'll give the orcs credit for one thing. They fought until the end. When it was all over, Freya started digging through the rubble, looking for survivors. It didn't matter if they had minor injuries or if they were minutes away from death. She killed anyone still breathing. Every last one. She didn't stop there. There was a second village still standing. She ran straight for it, through the woods. Once she got there, well, I'm sure you can figure out the rest. When I woke up, I climbed out of the hole once more. The orcs who ambushed me were dead. Some crushed by trees, others trampled by Freya. She charged right through and didn't notice me in the hole. Or maybe she did and just didn't recognize me. I don't know. I ran back to where I last left Freya and saw what became of the orcs. What I saw made me feel both relieved and worried. Relieved, Freya might still be alive. Worried, the sister I know might be gone forever. I ran for the second village, followed the path of destruction she left behind. Sure enough, there she was, on her knees, staring at the ground. Everything destroyed, everyone dead. Her behavior was strange. It frightened me. She was breathing so heavily, like a savage creature. I called out to her, approached with caution. She looked up at me. I stayed still. The look in her eyes. I was scared she might attack me next. Longest 10 seconds of my life. And the look in her eyes went away, as if she'd just come out of a trance. Freya then noticed she was covered in blood. Saw the entire village destroyed. Putting two and two together, she broke down in tears. I held her in my arms while she cried. When she was ready, we stood up. I wrapped my arm around her, held her hand, and we left. We walked for miles. You know the rest. Found the cave, made it our home, lived there ever since. I'm okay, human. Thank you for asking. The lone orc? What about him? No, I didn't recognize him. Pretty sure he wasn't a member of the tribe. Do I hate orcs? Absolutely not. In fact, can't say I ever hated the orcs who tried to kill us. Why bother? They're dead. My sister's alive. Not saying it was easy. Not after what they did to her. And I don't mean the restraints, the threats. Freya's gotten over that. It's the destruction and bloodshed that haunts her to this day. Indeed, she did save my life. Believe me, I've tried telling her that. But she can't help but see herself as a monster. She's been punishing herself for what happened. She once said she doesn't deserve to be happy.
I was able to get that bit of nonsense out of her head. I do what I can to keep her in a good mood. Anything to make her smile. That's been much easier with you around. Don't sell yourself short, my friend. I believe your friendship with her is exactly what she needed. In time, I think she'll stop being so hard on herself. Let herself, live. What now? Nothing. I'm happy to be sitting here, enjoying the view in your company. Let us sit a while. What did I tell you? Still sleeping. Go ahead and wake her up. Don't worry, she'll be fine. Can't let her sleep too long. Huh? I don't want to get up. No, you come here. Nap with me. Much better. You're stuck with me. Shh. No talking. Just sleep. What? Tricked you? Me? No. I see you're making use of the trees I found. How many pull-ups is that? Don't know. I lost count. A while ago. Hey. Where's the little one? Back that way, by the river. They wanted to go for a walk. Alone? They'll be fine. The human knows what path to stay on. Maybe I should... Don't you dare let go of that branch. Keep at it. But, sister, the human can survive a few minutes without us. You're right. I just... I know. So... Care to join me? I'm taking today off. Glad to see you pushing yourself. I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen you with such determination. You've really changed these past few weeks. I wonder if it has anything to do with a certain someone being around. Whatever. Do you mean? I am always... determined. Always focused. Perhaps I'm mistaken. Oh, hi, human. What? Damn it, Astrid. Gotcha. I hate you. Mwah. And I love you. Need a hand? No, thank you. Think I'll rest here for now. Astrid. Yes? What do you think the little one will decide? Attempt to go home? Find a new home? Stay with us? You ask me that question every day. And every day I give you the same answer. I don't know. Perhaps you could just tell the human how you feel. I don't know what you're talking about. Really? Oh, little one, my darling, there is something I must tell you. I cannot keep it a secret any longer.
though it is hardly a secret at all. I love you. I love you with all my heart. From the moment I first placed you on my lap, I knew I had to make you mine. How I wish we were the same species. I don't care which. I just want to finally make love to you. Right here, right now. Come here, my love. Let's do it. We have to try. Something, anything. I do not sound like that.
Aw, you're blushing. My little sister is in love with the little human.
Can you let go of my cheeks, please?
Certainly.
Thank you. Even if all that was true, I could never be so forward. Especially now. It would be so unfair to the little one. They have a big decision to make. Telling them I'm in love, hypothetically, so as to persuade them to stay, would be a horrible thing to do.
Maybe. Which is why we need a different approach.
Come again?
An approach that completely removes the weight of the decision off of the human's shoulders.
I don't understand.
You need to take control. Assert your dominance. Here, I'll demonstrate.
What's that, little one? You can't decide what to do? Oh, little one, my silly little lover, you. It's so adorable you think you have a choice. You can't leave. You couldn't even if you wanted to. No, you're staying here. You belong to me, baby. Now and forever. I'll take good care of you. I promise. Have you lost your mind?
Don't like it?
No, I don't like it. That kind of affection is so unsettling.
All right, then. Aha! I've got it.
Oh, gods, no.
You pretend to feel indifferent about whatever the human may decide. And eventually, the human will want you like they've never wanted anyone else. Like this.
You don't know what to do? That's fine, I guess. It's a big decision. Don't be a fool and rush into it and do something you'll regret. Not that it matters to me if you do something you'll regret. It's not my life at stake. But you know, anyone with half a tiny brain would weigh their options carefully. Staying with us is the obvious safe choice if you think about it. I'm not saying I want you to stay. I just don't take pleasure in seeing others meet their demise so recklessly. I do have a conscience, you know. That approach makes no sense at all. How could that possibly... You've been joking this whole time, haven't you?
Joking?
Joke. It's another word for jest. The little one taught it to me.
How nice. What else do you two do when I'm not around? Oh, sister, how I love those stares of yours. I think I know just what you need. Some sparring. You up for it?
Oh, absolutely. A few more moments of rest is all the preparation I need.
Excellent.
Let this be our final battle, sister. For I will be the one to emerge victorious and claim my darling human sweetheart.
That's it. Come here.
My sister and I have brought you to our home. We've been watching over you while you slept.
I am Astrid, and the woman who has been holding you so very close is my sister, Freya.
You are here, safe, under my care, for as long as you need.
You don't have to thank me for letting you stay. My sister and I wanted you to stay.
I'm here for you. Always. This isn't the end. Far from it. You'll see. You can stay with us.
Of course I don't mind you staying. No need to make a decision now. Take all the time you need. Yield?
Never.
That's twice I've nearly had you. You're slipping.
You sure about that?
Oh. Hello, human. How was your walk?
Glad to hear. And I am most happy to see you safe and sound on this fine morning. Speaking of which, please keep your distance. Careful, sister. I'm gonna fall. Little one, watch out. Little one. What a relief. Are you all right?
That was a close call. Apologies, human.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I nearly sat on you just now. No, it's not okay. I could have killed you.
But you didn't. Don't start dwelling now. We're all alive and well. Smile, dear sister.
Fine. As long as we agree to be more cautious next time.
Of course. Anyway, human, how are you? Why were we fighting? We were sparring. We used to do it all the time when we were younger. We grew up with 3 brothers, after all. 1 big brother and 2 little brothers.
Or in my case, 3 big brothers. How well did I do in sparring? I had my good days and bad days.
She's just being modest. Time and again, she made Father proud.
If you say so.
I know so. Now get up, you.
Very well. Let me just... I can't. My back. Something's wrong with my back.
Oh, boy. Don't move. I know what to do.
What?
I'm just gonna wrap my arms around you.
What are you doing?
Just relax. Arms around you. Slowly lift you up.
Astrid.
And... Better?
Much.
Great. Now I'll just let you go. Well, human, it seems I no longer have a sparring partner. Unless you're willing to take her place. What do you say? You want to go a few rounds with me? Aw, that's too bad. I would have let you win some. Is everything okay, my friend? You have something to tell us. Very well. Speak your mind. Oh, right. Freya, can you...
Go ahead, little one. I can hear you just fine.
So, what's this about? Oh, you've made a decision.
You have? Okay. What have you decided? What? You wish to stay with us? Truly? Wonderful. This is fantastic. I'm so happy. Thank you, little one. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Freya. Freya. Freya.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, little one. I got a little carried away. You still wish to stay with us, right? Terrific.
Well, I guess we can finally put that matter to rest. So, what's next?
Finding somewhere else to live. Once we're all ready, we can seek out new land. Anywhere you want, little one.
Indeed. I'm ready for change. We can do much better than a damp cave.
Exactly. You have some idea of where you want? Really? Oh. Somewhere close to human civilization? We can do that. Absolutely. I assume you'd like to be among your own kind once in a while. I thought so. Nothing wrong with that. In that case, human, or should I say we, have something for you. We do? We do. Let's go on a trip. This place, it looks so familiar. Have we been here before? We have, years ago. What exactly are we looking for? What we're looking for should be right here. Is it not here? It's here, just buried. Buried? Oh, I know why we're here. It's all coming back to me now. You see, little one, last time my sister and I were here, we, were a pair of troublemakers. Don't give our friend the wrong idea. We didn't cross anyone who didn't deserve it. Here it is. Go ahead, human. Open it. Well? Yes, it's what you think it is. How did we get this? I, stole it. Why? Well, sister, you brought us here. Please, enlighten the little one for us. Very well. My friend, as Freya said, it's been years since we were last here. Ah, there you are. What are you wearing? I believe it's called a cloak. I made it myself. So, how do I look? Very furry. Isn't it great? Years of collecting pelts have finally paid off. Oh, and, it comes with a hood. Like it? What? Oh, nothing. You should have one too. You're very underdressed. It's the usual rags. This is what we normally wear. In a snowstorm? Why not? You are a strange one, sister. A freak of nature. Or maybe you're a frost giant. Ha! Very funny. Anyway, been waiting a while for you. Shall we proceed? Lead the way. So, what kept you? Mother insisted I bring the family more firewood before heading out. I gathered as much as I could, and then some. Once she was satisfied, I made my way here. Just you? Her 3 sons couldn't handle it? Or at the very least pitch in? They're with Father. Doing what? Hunting. Father said he spotted a mammoth. Took the boys with him. Just one mammoth? A behemoth, he called it. Oh. Well then, either Father is hallucinating, or the boys have a fight on their hands. I sure hope it's the latter. They're more than capable, and we need the food and the fur. It's been a rough week. Sorry to hear. Everyone's wondering why you haven't been around. I trust it's for a good reason. What have you been up to? Where are we going? We're paying a visit to a human city. A human city? What for? They are currently in possession of many slaves. I think it's time you and I reduce that number to 0. Humans owning slaves? Tell me more about this city. Very massive. Very wealthy. Very repulsive. There it is. Stay low. Finally. That was quite the journey. I now see why you haven't been home. I've been watching this place, seeing how its citizens, leaders, and other authority figures go about their day. And the slaves? Over there, southeast. That's where they're being held. Structure looks awfully small. You sure that's it? Yes. Saw a poor couple in chains get dragged in there. Most likely being kept underground. Gods. Don't worry. It all ends tonight. Absolutely, but what is it? This isn't some carriage we lead away from our territory, or a convoy we ambush and scare off the slavers. This is a city. There will be mass panic. Regardless of how despicable the people of this city are, I don't wish to kill any of them, directly or not. Besides, say we get the prisoners out, what then? They'll freeze out here. I've got it all figured out. I've spent my time here tunneling towards the city. I would have liked to have dug all the way to the prisoners, but it's too risky. No doubt the closer I get, the more noise I'll cause. So, here's what we're going to do. I'll charge in through the front gates and create a distraction. Make them think they're under attack. With all eyes on me, you'll move in, free the prisoners, smash a hole through the city's wall near the gardens. From there, it's a straight shot into the woods. Another 50 yards, you'll see an opening I left behind. All the prisoners have to do is jump down and follow the tunnel to freedom. Once the last prisoner jumps down, you cover up the hole with trees or something so they can't be followed. Then wait for me just outside the city. Sounds like a plan. Okay, let's get to it. Circle around the city. Get as close as you can before I make my move. Will do. All right. One shot at this. Need to make it count. Many lives at stake. Let's do this. Boo. Grrr. Roar. Fear me, humans, for I have come to feast on you all. No escape. Where is she? We should have left already. What in the world? What is she doing? That doesn't sound good. What did you do? Go! Go, 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 go! What happened back there? What are you carrying? I'll explain later. Into the trees. Did you get everyone out? Yes. Your plan worked like a charm. Half of it, at least. Was there an escape plan for us? Or are we just running? That was my escape plan. It'll do. Are we in the clear? I think. Heads up! I think you meant heads down. Same thing. Since when? Never mind. Come on. How are they still firing at us? These humans are more resourceful than I thought. Hold up a minute. What? Hold this. Astrid. In case you haven't noticed, this isn't the time to be standing around. What are you doing? I'm gonna use this tree to hit back whatever it is they're firing at us. Hopefully scare them off. What? Are you mad? Just trust me. Absolutely not. Of all the ideas you've ever had, this is the single most ridiculous, idiotic... I'll be damned. I'll take that off your hands now. Let's go. You know that's never going to work again.
I only need it to work once. Come on, keep up. We're not out of the woods yet. Ow! Whoa, 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 whoa.
And that was too close.
Indeed.
I don't suppose the water down there is deep enough.
Difficult to say. Let's turn around and...
Unbelievable. We should be dead.
Well, we're not. The day is ours, sister.
I'll celebrate when we return home, safe and sound. Oh no. No, 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 no.
What?
Oh, my cloak.
Let me have a look. It's not so bad. Nothing Mother can't fix. Chin up, dear sister. Don't forget the amount of people who've gained their freedom thanks to you.
Most definitely. But Astrid.
Yes?
I never pressed the matter on who exactly was being enslaved. I just figured it'd be some other species, but those were other humans being horribly mistreated. I don't understand. A species enslaving their own.
Unusual, but not unheard of. Don't think about it too much. What matters now is that vile city is no longer mistreating innocent folk.
And that's not all. Are you going to tell me what exactly you've been carrying? Is that gold? Did you steal their gold?
Yep, sure did.
Don't look at me like that.
After watching those men and women flaunt their wealth for a whole week, I'll be damned if I'm going to let them keep this. Besides, even with it in our hands, they're still well off.
What exactly do you plan to do with it?
Probably bury it somewhere. Hang on to it.
What for?
You never know.
Do you think it was wise to steal it? The big, bad giantess act is one thing. Causing a ruckus, leaving enough destruction behind for the prisoners to flee is something one could believe. But this... They're going to know this was deliberate, not random. Word will spread.
Ah, yes. Dozens of slaves saved by giantesses. But wait, those giantesses made off with the city's wealth, too. Who's going to believe that?
Our family, for starters. This whole scheme has you written all over it.
What's the worst that could happen? Mother and Father will just scold us a little. And I can hear Father right now.
You got shot at by humans, and you ran? Well, I never.
And Mother, well, I'm grateful neither of us have any wounds. She'd be glaring at us for days.
Indeed. We should get going now. We have a long walk ahead of us, and I need some food and a nap.
Now, after so long, I have a reason to dig up this gold. You. Anytime you're out and about, visiting a village or a city, it'd be nice to be able to make purchases of some kind. Whatever you want. Who knows what you'll come across? But just so we're clear, don't think you're getting all this at once. You couldn't possibly carry it all on you, and one must always be on alert for pickpockets. It's like, what?
An allowance? What's that?
Oh. Then yeah, it is. Be a good human, and Mommy will give you your allowance. Why are you making that face, human? Was it something I said? Oh, sister. Yes, little one? Do I still have my cloak? Yes, I have it stashed away back home. Why do you ask? You want to see me wear it? I don't know. It's been so long, I'm not sure it would still fit me. No. I don't really want to. Hey, what are you doing? Don't you dare hug my leg. I'm not doing it. Nope. Never. Not under any circumstances. Come on out, Freya. No. Freya! I look ridiculous. We've already gotten this far. Don't keep our friend waiting. Either you come out or we're coming in. Fine. Well, how do I look? And you're both being so quiet. I knew this was a terrible idea. Yes, little one. What? I look beautiful. You're just saying that. Oh. Well, thank you, little one. You're so sweet. I should wear this more often. I'll think about it. See? The human loves it. All is well. Now, I don't know about you two, but I am getting hungry. Me too. What did you have in mind? Look up. Look up? Do you see it? I do. Is that a griffin? It's flying in circles above us. It's been following us all day, since we left the large trees. While you were getting dressed inside, I've been putting this spear together. And done. Excuse me a moment. Astrid, that's a very difficult shot. Nearly impossible. The odds of you successfully hitting that... Never mind. Here it comes. Ooh, we are eating good tonight. Is this what you imagined a griffin would look like, human? No? This is a lot more ugly than what you imagined? Sounds about right. Let's find a decent spot to cook this thing. After that, I think we could all use a wash. I know just the place. How was your meat, little one? Glad to hear. Would you like some more? No? You're full. Great. I think I've had enough to eat as well. I'm ready to go wash up. As am I. Let's get in there. We only have a couple hours of daylight left. I'd like to enjoy the falls. What's wrong, little one? You don't have to look away while we undress. You know that. We see all of you every time you need a bath. There's no harm in you seeing all of us. Come on. It's okay. Ah, there we go. Hello there. Hey, don't forget, my eyes are up here. I'm teasing, little one. Don't worry. Now, why don't you get undressed and come join us?
Let's go, sister.
That feels nice.
Very. It's just what I needed.
Oh, human. We're waiting for you.
Little one, please join us.
Yes, please do. Before I march over there, rip those clothes off and bring you here myself. In fact, that's more like it. Get over here.
You're still too far, little one. Come closer. Perfect. Now you can properly rinse yourself off. Doesn't it feel nice? Good. Why don't I sit for now? I think you could use more company than just my legs. Care to join, sister?
Gladly.
This is nice. The three of us spending this day together.
Indeed. If only our friend here would stop being so tense. It's as if we're complete strangers.
Are we making you uncomfortable, little one? No. Are you sure?
Our friend is just not used to this. The three of us so close together, completely uncovered. Is that it? I thought so. May I hold you for a moment? Thank you. Come here. Let me help you loosen up a little. Just close your eyes and relax. Don't hold your breath, human. Breathe in and out. There we go. No more tensing up. Remember, you're with friends.
More than friends. We're your family now.
That we are.
My, sister. The little one is melting in your hands. So quickly, too. I have to say, I might be a little jealous.
Don't be silly, Freya. Your skills are unmatched. I've seen how you soothe the human to sleep every night.
Too much of a sweetheart to ask for a massage every night. But that won't stop me. I'm more than happy to fulfill your desires, little one.
Oh, I think I know what the human desires. But that's a conversation for another day. For now, my friend, let's turn you over and get a nice look at your back. Place my thumbs right there. Move them up and down for a few moments until finally, as I move them up, put just the slightest amount of pressure and there we are. I'd ask if that hit the spot, but your moans tell me everything I need to know.
You're going to have to teach me that.
Certainly. Tomorrow night. Here, why don't you take over?
With pleasure. Well done, sister. You really loosened up our friend here. I don't think I've ever felt the little one like this before. Little one, are you still with us? Oh, there you are. Just barely. It's okay. Keep your eyes closed. You look so comfortable, so peaceful, so serene. like you don't have a care in the world. So perfect. It makes me so happy to see you this way. So happy that you trust us so much, ever since we met, to allow yourself to be so vulnerable. You know, you've always known, you're in good hands.
Literally.
You can fall asleep now, little one. Don't worry. We'll get you cleaned up. Take good care of you. Leave everything to us. Hello there, sleepyhead. We're back in the cave. You passed out on us at the waterfall. A little rude, don't you think? Our fault? How dare you? Everything okay? All right. After you fell asleep, we cleaned you up, got ourselves cleaned up, and made our way back here. Then we took the liberty of looking through your bag of clothing, pulled out what you prefer to sleep in, and got you dressed. That's right. You slept through it all. How? Well, we are pretty good with our hands, are we not? What time is it? All I know is it's the middle of the night. As a matter of fact, this will be our last night here. Tomorrow, we'll gather everything we need, and the three of us will begin traveling, drifting from place to place. Just like old times for my sister and I. And now we have you, so it'll be even better. Eventually, we'll find human civilization to live nearby, and you can visit them whenever you want. As long as they are a pleasant and welcoming bunch. But not too welcoming, after all. You're ours now. Wouldn't have it any other way? Good. That makes me happy. So very, very happy. Little one, did you just... Wow, that was nice. Little one, I love you. I love you. Come here. Snuggle into me. Perfect. Just perfect. We should get some sleep. We have a big day tomorrow, don't we? We certainly do. Wait, one more? Thank you. Good night, my love. Sweet dreams. It's about time. Sister, will you please sit down? I'm fine. It's been 3 days. Your condition is getting worse. You need to rest. Little one, please tell her. It'll pass. Besides, it always gets worse before it gets better. You're exhausting yourself. You're the first to wake up and the last to go to sleep. The only time you ever slow down is, well, never. It's getting worse because of you. You should be resting. No time for rest. Need to hunt. We've got nothing to eat for today. I'll do the hunting. While I'm at it, I'll find some herbs for you as well. Where? We've only been here all of 5 minutes. Tell you what. I'll go find some herbs myself. Less strenuous, and gives you one less thing to worry about. And if you collapse out there, I won't. Besides, this gives us an opportunity to cover more ground. Fine, under one condition. The little one goes with you. Freya, I can handle myself. Astrid. Yes, ma'am. Little one, please accompany my sister. Make sure she searches thoroughly. I'll see you two later. It appears I've got myself a human babysitter. Don't worry. I'll do my best to behave. Aw, didn't even flinch that time. No matter. I'll get you later. Shall we go? All right. But as babysitter, you have to carry me. Come on. Put your back into it. Human. Some people. Wait for me. Still no luck. Maybe we should just call this off. But we've been searching forever. Come on. I'm getting bored. Let's do something fun. I'll take you fishing. You want to go fishing? Why not? No, she won't. I mean, Freya would be upset with me. That's for sure. I don't know about you. Then again, there's a first time for everything. Now that I think about it, I'd love to see that. Maybe I should get you in trouble. Just a joke. For now. What? You see something? Up there? Oh. Well, I'll be. Those are indeed the herbs. I'm surprised you saw them. And unfortunately, I can't get them. They're too high up and I can't climb these trees. If I knock one down, countless more could follow suit. I'm not making excuses. How dare you? I don't know, my friend. That's a long way up. One mistake and all I'm catching is a corpse. Jumping down to me could work, but still leaves too much to chance climbing up. Throw you up there. Now you're speaking my language, but it still doesn't feel right to ask this of you. You owe me. For what? Oh, no. Don't you start. Yes. Found you in the wreckage. saved you from the cliff. We've been over this. I didn't do any of that for gratitude or favors. Human. All right, if you insist. Just give me a moment. Okay. Hold still. Now, to just get the right angle. That way, in case you miss the branch, you'll fall right back down to me and me only. I can aim just fine. Don't you worry. Okay, get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Be careful up there. Okay, that should be enough. Or not. Done? You've got quite the armful there. Ready to jump down? Okay, on your go. See? Nothing to it. I even took liberty of cushioning your fall. What? I said I'd catch you. I never specified how. You know, you can take your face out of my chest whenever you want. Hey there. Enjoying the view? Lie down. What for? Can it wait? Last time I had these herbs, they were disgusting. Fine. All right, I'm ready. Ugh. Awful. I should be feeling the effects within the hour. Until then, I need something to get rid of the taste. What? I'm not looking at you funny. No, I'm not. Where do you think you're going? You're supposed to be keeping an eye on me. Very bad, human. Running away from your duties. I ought to do something about that. The punishment must fit the crime. You don't mind if I eat your legs, do you? But I'm so hungry. And your legs look very, very appetizing. Yeah, they do. Got your legs. Can I have them? Come on. Please. Please? One leg? You're no fun. Okay. I'll stop. Scared ya, didn't I? Liar. Back to camp, I suppose? No. What now? Water? Are you thirsty? Oh, for me? Very well. You're the boss. Lead the way. That hit the spot. Yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you. Those herbs are kicking in. Think I'll rest here for a moment. Care to join me? Make yourself at home. No, thank you, my friend. Not just for today, for everything. I'm glad you're with us. I'm glad you and my sister have each other. Huh? No, I'm not falling asleep. I'm just resting my eyes. I'll get back up. In a few minutes. Good morning, sister. Sleep well? Think so. What's with the new campsite? How long was I out? 2 days. Hunting was proving to be difficult near our last camp. After I found you and the little one cuddling together, I carried you both and continued traveling as much as I could. I slept through all that? You woke up a few times, completely out of it. I fed you what I could, along with some herbs to keep you resting. Apologies. No need. Where's the human? Close by. We found a city. The little one is over there observing it. Interesting. Let me have a look. Hello, my friend. Just fine, thank you. Freya told me about the city. You thinking of paying a visit? Smart. Always learn what you can before waltzing in there. Follow me. Let's get a better view. I'd like to observe this area with you for the next day or two. Well, I guess that's all there is to see. The people of the city look friendly enough. Land is as safe as can be. For now, at least. So, you gonna go down there tomorrow? Here's your chance to meet new people. Take some gold with you. Live it up for a day. Oh, what'd you have in mind? Ah, you noticed her. Good eyes, my friend. What do you plan to ask of her? What kind of spells? No, I don't know. That's why I asked. Oh, I see. Little human wants to play with my little sister. No need to sweat. I told you, I'm glad she has you. But sorry to say, your idea will most likely not go the way you think. For starters, court witches don't go around making deals with strangers. They serve as advisors to their kings and queens on all things magic. And while you are no mage, you will stand out. Everyone will be on their guard. So the moment you mention a giant spell, you may very well be incarcerated. Which means my sister and I will have to come take you by force. All of this is assuming you could even get close to the witch. That's the real challenge. You know, I may have an idea. It's risky, but it's probably your only chance of getting the witch's attention. Ah, the new guest everyone is talking about. Guards, leave us. So, a giant shows up at our doorstep with a human in her hands. You. But instead of eating you, this Astrid
claims to be your friend. Says you seek an audience with me. I'm still wrapping my head around it, but I must ask, is this a shakedown? Am I to give in to your demands, or shall lay waste to us all? Then what is this? A favor? And if I refuse? Really? Just like that? All right. What is it you want? A shrinking spell? I have to admit, I didn't see that coming. Normally I'd be upset that you've gotten the entire city shaken up over this, but you do raise a legitimate concern. A giant could charge through these city walls at any moment, and I have no countermeasures in place. A shrinking spell might be just what we need. Shrinking inanimate objects is easy. It's the living beings that are a challenge. A challenge I must now take on. And you as well. You're going to be my new student until this is done. What's wrong, my love? Don't be nervous. From what you've told me, the witch was very pleased with your progress. Worst case scenario, nothing happens. But if you succeed, not only will I shrink, I shall also possess the ability to grow back whenever I want. I quite like the sound of that. That is the spell she taught you, right? Not the permanent one. Great. So come on, ready your staff. Now, speak the words. Little one, you did it. What's wrong? It didn't work? Sure it has. True, I am still much taller than you. Judging by your height, I'd say I'm about 14, 15 feet tall. On the bright side, it is much shorter than I was just a minute ago. Come here, you. Don't look so disheartened, my love. This is wonderful, especially for your first time with magic. Just look at us now. I never thought I'd get to have you like this. I can hold you in my arms rather than my hands. More importantly, we can finally have a proper kiss. Tell me, still think the spell didn't work? That's right. Now, let's go find Astrid, tell her the good news, and cast the spell on her as well. And then the three of us can go have some fun. Oh, what do I mean? You know. Baby, you have a very dirty mind. Having said that, I don't mind sharing. I love you too.
time is it? The sun is up already. I could have sworn I only closed my eyes for a moment. Really? Is that so? Well, little one, I suppose I could blame you for being so comfortable to cuddle with. Of course. You're still my little one. Even when you're not quite so small. Which reminds me, we should take advantage of the spell while we can. I think I could get used to this, little one. Having your lips. Almost as full as mine. I love you. I'm truly happy. I don't think I've ever been this happy before. Well, I'm glad you feel the same. Because I don't ever plan on letting you go. Well, not literally. Astrid has been a bad influence on you, I think. Well then, you're bad influences on each other. I'd be upset, but you're so cute. You know I can't get mad at you. Even when I can't carry you single-handedly, yes. You think I'm cute, too. Thank you, little one. That's very nice to hear. Now, come here, please. I want to hold you a while longer. There we go. Just like that. It's nice, isn't it? Yes. You are definitely the reason I slept so long. It just feels so comfortable having you here with me. knowing that I have you in my arms, safe and sound, not a care in the world. Huh? No, I wasn't falling asleep. I was just resting my eyes for a moment, that's all. Okay, maybe I was, but I'm hardly to blame. It's easy to fall asleep when I'm in the most peaceful spot in the entire world. Lying here with you, my darling. It's true. Your body warm against mine. Your gentle breath in and out against my skin. It fills me with such tranquility. And I can only hope that it does the same for you. I'm so glad to hear that, little one. There's nothing I want more than your happiness. And knowing that you're happy here with me, that makes me the happiest of all. Though I have to say, kissing you, I think that might make me even happier. I love you too. So much. Oh, it's just... You look so angelic like this. It's nice to see. You spend so many nights in such troubled sleep. No, we helped each other, little one. You, as much as Astrid and I. And you've been through so much. You deserve some respite. Indeed, from such bad fortune came something quite miraculous. Well then, I am more than happy to be your silver lining, little one. I'm just grateful that you've chosen to find that here, with us. We both are. Astrid and I have considered you family for quite some time now, my love. How could we not? You are without a doubt one of the most wonderful people I have ever met. Giant, human, or otherwise. Oh, I have met many otherwise. No, you're just one in a million, little one. There's no denying it. Well then, I'll just have to keep telling you until you believe it yourself, won't I? Now, rest your head against my chest, my love. You can listen to my heartbeat alongside yours as long as you like. We can just lay here together.